Just to clue you in real quick, I just sold 108,100 on the trade I was in. Took some profits. I've been trading all morning. We've made massive gains. I've been in since last night. I called the long. The long's been going great. Chance we still continue to pump. The 1 hour looks good. Stochastics look like they're ready to rip here. I'm about to get back in on some risk. See if we can get back to 108, 109. Maybe even higher. We'll see. Stay tuned. Could be a head and shoulder here, down to the 200 MA. I'm not in the trade anymore. I sold 108, 119. I was up huge. I didn't want to get buried if people sold before me. So I sold before them. You see how it works? I had a heavy position. I wasn't going to lose. Sammy don't lose. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Just sold 108, 118, and the whole market starts to come to the downside. And, you know, you could kind of see it. And shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and circumventing the market with us. We was able to sell it. I just felt I was up huge. It looked like it was going to continue to pump. I'll be honest. I thought I was going to sell and it would continue to pump. I always sell early, and I tell my students that. And so I have a habit of selling early. So I'm okay with it pumping after I sell. But luckily, boom. And, you know, Bitcoin all-time highs today at $108,118. Right here as the stream began, I showed you the head and shoulders. I drew it with the line, and it said we're going to come down to the 200 MA. We went there. Then we lost the 200 MA. That's a bearish signal for me. And then we dropped further to the downside. I was warning you as fast as I could right there, just to tell you, and I told you that I took profits during the update, like during your basically your time countdown. What do you call this thing? Whatever the heck it is up there on the screen over there. Hey, don't play me over there. Don't play me. Let's put the lemon into the water. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Stay hydrated, drink water. It's the best thing you could do for yourself. So we made massive gains in the trading group. I'm sorry to be rude. I don't mean to be. We opened up trades last night on the 15-minute time frame. And again, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm going to break it down and show you. I work really hard. I just want to show you kind of the efforts of the work that we put in. But if you were in the trading group, if you're in the trading group last night, I saw that the 15-minute looked nice right here and was going to break back to the upside. So was the 1 hour. Look at that curve. It was a swing up while that kind of swung sideways or more, you know. And so that's a hidden bullish to me. I opened up the trade at 105.8 with a stop loss down there at about, what was it, maybe 105, yeah, 105,000 even, 105.50. So then I went to bed with the stop loss at break even. As I went to sleep, I was up 273 at about 8:56 p.m. Then I saw this little flag look like it was going to pump with the 7-minute time frame. Things look good. Bang. Took a trade right there too. Crazy. This one went on my wall. That was an awesome trade. Anyway, did a Bitcoin update, went to sleep, talked about how I was going to stay long. I could see us breaking to the top of the channel here and making a move up towards 110,000, you know. And then boom, then I saw the flag and I kept updating people before I went to bed, 9:22. And then I cashed out somewhere about 11, 12 o'clock last night. Maybe even later. Here I am at 7 in the morning, and you can see that we've bounced, and the trade's still green. I've moved my stop to break even. It never got hit throughout the night. I was up bigger, but I didn't take profits yet. And I was like, dang, let it cook. Let it cook. We came down. People got a little scared. I said, let it bounce off the 200 MA on the 5-minute. We did that. We got a huge bounce, and then I can see that the 1 hour is in this cup and handle that wanted to break to the upside towards 108,000. And next thing you know, we got that big pump to the upside out of the cup and handle. Boom. It was beautiful. The group was in the money. I was in the money. And then bang, bang, bang. Things kind of got out of control. Then we made this flag. This flag eventually did break out to the upside in case you missed that. Boom. And then it continued to pump anyway. And then here we are after we kind of hit a topping signal here at about 108,000. And then you could see, look, I mean, when you lose the 200 MA on the 1-minute time frame, dippy-doo. It made a head and shoulder, a head and shoulder, told us exactly what was going to happen. I showed you what was going to happen before it happened. I was out of my trades. I knew it was time to bounce, and I avoided any danger there and was able to scalp a fat gain out of the market today. And I even told my students, look, I sold for now. And you can see when I sold at 9:40 a.m., and you can go check the price and see where we were at. And what a beautiful trade it was to be inside. You know, it was just a perfect trade. So God bless everybody that made that trade with me. And then I doubled down. I sold, got back in at 105, sold again at 108, 119. So it was an awesome day for me. At day trading wise, I'm in and out like a scout. It was awesome. So let's break down what's happening in the market now. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys the morning. We've been trading since 7 in the morning and already made massive gains. If you want to join the trading group and jump on in and find out what it's like to be doing that with us live, you know, kind of while we're kind of hanging out all day long inside the trading group, it's awesome. Other traders give me ideas. I give them ideas. We bounce things off idea. It's awesome. So many ideas bounce around that group. It's amazing. So if that's something that excites you, I would jump on into cryptolifer.com That's going to be in the pinned comment. I'm going to get that right up there and show you where that is, but in the pinned comment at the top, which I'm going to pin. Just got to get that chat out. All about popping up the chat. There's a whole method to this madness here. And Sean, you're the best, man. Never, always there for me, buddy. So here in the pinned comment, you can go to cryptolifer.com and join the trading group. We make it very special to do. All right. You can set goals now. 10 super chats. Pick a goal. I mean, we usually do amazing, like 50 super chats. I believe we can do that. All right. I don't like doing this, like, whatever, you know what I mean? 50 super chats, $5 high. We usually do that anyway, but yeah. Select a timer, 2 hours, right? See how you'll celebrate 3 monthly memberships. All right. Look at that. All right. Bang. I misspelled the word, but you know how it is. So there's a goal there set there, you know what I mean? All right. So we made massive gains trading together. It's been awesome. 1,949 people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. We love you. We appreciate you. We care about you. Let me just get completely situated here, and we're going to rip into BTC. All right. I want to get you guys in the mood, get you guys into that educational mode. All right. God bless everybody here. Thank you for being a part of this live. If without you, there is no live stream. So remember, you create such an amazing journey for me and everybody that wants to go into cryptocurrency or trading in general. This really is just a trading show. You could trade any market in the world with what I teach you. All right. Let's take a look here at someone already giving a super chat. Let's see what they're saying. That one of the first people here saying hi here. I'm here for just the music. Crypto side is just a bonus. Shout out to I Show You. Shout out to everybody here. Morning, could you check PRCL, please? Recent pump from the Coinbase listing. Been hearing a little bit about PRCL. Let's take a look at PRCL. PARCL. PRCL. Nasty dump for Bitcoin from that high. I did sell the top again. I don't know how I keep selling the top. You know what it is? I'm not greedy. I keep saying, hey, you're up big, take the money and run. And that's kind of my strategy. And if that's your strategy, you don't get caught with your pants down. I would have been here with a big loss in front of everybody. I did not lose. I promise you on my life, on my wife and kids. I've nailed the trades today. And if you were with me, you would have done it too. I don't say I sell to my group and not sell. When I sell, I sell. I'm as honest as I can when it comes to all my trades there in the group. I'm like, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. Hands down. Right? So. Hey, God bless everybody that kicks it with me on this live. Thank you so much for being here. So anyway, Bitcoin dumping though, pretty hard. You know, all the way down to 106,104. And that's going to be probably beating down some altcoins a little bit. We're going to take a look at why is Bitcoin dumping so hard? What is happening? We do have the Fed meeting tomorrow, which does create that movement. But, you know, again, look, the 5-minute loss to 200 MA, bear signal. Whenever you lose a 200 MA, I can't tell you why. Whenever you gain it, you'll pump hard. Whenever you lose it, the bots go into play and start ripping. And when the bots rip, they go and they start taking down all the stop losses. And again, remember, there's a bunch of people that didn't take profits here. They went to work, put a stop loss, and they're driving on the road. They couldn't. A bunch of people just left the trade just like you're supposed to. You know, they got in, they left the trade, and they wanted to see if they could get here. See, I worked the trade all morning long, and I know these guys are vicious. And I know that I got to be on my ones, and I got to be on it to get my money, right? Because they're going to take your money. All right. If you don't take your money, they're going to take your money. Someone's going to take your money if you don't. Sad to say. You know, so I took my money off the table before they were able to get it back from me because I knew, I don't know. And you know what? I had this whack feeling it was going to continue to pump, but I said, if it continues to pump, what it will do is it'll flag. It'll flag out someone here. And I was like, I'll take that flag. And I said, don't worry, Sam, don't live in fear. And because I didn't live in fear, I was able to sell right there at like 118, 108, 118. The real main reason that I sold was because I was watching the 1 minute time frame and it just started to look like, kind of look like it was coming down. You know, it just didn't look that good. Something was going on right there. It told me I should sell. Really, there wasn't that much of a window to sell. If you really look at how I bailed out at 118, I mean, we were at 1834. Next thing you know, it was quick. And then we were right there. And then I was like, you know what? That red candle started. It was a bearish engulfing. I said, I'm out. Shout out to Ocean Dragon. God bless you, man. Morning. Let's take a look at Parcel. As I said before, then we're going to, Bitcoin, man. I thought I was going to sell and then watch it continue to pump, come into the stream. You told me we were going to be dumping right now. I'd be like, no, like, so funny, right? I mean, it's not that funny, but it's more funny, like strange. Like, you never know what Bitcoin's going to be doing. And that's why I always take profits, always cover, because you just never know. Shout out to anyone that jumped into TMAI. Is that thing dumping too? No, holding its gains, man, against Bitcoin. Unbelievable. That's so cool. Shout out to anyone that got into TMAI with me. We're going to talk about that, but a massive move here for TMAI, right? I mean, it was just insane. And if you jumped in with us, you just made massive gains. I'm up I turned $1,000 into $6,000 or $7,000 now at this point with TMAI. Yeah, 780. I turned 1,000 into turned a 7.8x right now on TMAI. 1,000 into $7,800 for TMAI. I'm just and it just looks like it's the one right now that's continuing to pump. And the airdrop on top of it is up. I checked the airdrop on AERODROME. If I was going to sell my free TMAI right now, right? It looks like it's like 2 racks now. It'll fetch the quote, but like it says, now it's about $2,000. So like you're talking off $1,000, I got $9,000 now. I mean, that's what cryptocurrency does for people, man. It changes their lives on a mass scale, right? And it's changing my life, and it's like, and I'm already got it, like, and it keeps coming on. So, and I bought this live in front of everybody. I'm trying to find it there. Look, TMAI, 1205, 840, maybe it was at night. I don't know, but, and there's one buy right above it right there for $1,000 right there. Yeah. 20. Yeah. I mean, dang, man. And the price was 002. That's a 6x, 7x. It says, I mean, it's just crazy. I think I got 1,600, so a 1,600 at a 6x. But you can see, like, you can hit, what I like to do is hit the button, and you'll see if I were to sell right now, and you see what I'd make $6,000, right? I mean, this thing looks like it's going to be the coin of coins, but it's like, what a pump. You know what I mean? I feel like you got to take some gains, but I thought that this morning at 9, and then it went to 12. And now Bitcoin's dumping, and it doesn't seem to care. So we're going to break this down too. And it's called TMAI Day. And what TMAI Day. And why am I talking about TMAI so much? I mean, number one, it was a call here that was just, buy the first thing when it comes out on XE. That's a very simple thing to do when a coin comes out on XE. I swear, people sit there and doing meme coin stuff. All you have to do is sit here on MEXE and buy the first coin. I mean, it's insane. I love MEXE. You don't have to do it. I mean, again, high risk. Anything could happen. But many times when a coin, if you know, like I knew about the coin, it was Token Metrics AI. It had a huge backing. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people know about that product and they know about it. So it's like if Ford came out with a coin or Mercedes came out with a coin. I mean, but in the crypto world, everybody knows about TMAI, right? So just big deal there. A big deal there for sure. All right. Parcel looking nice, still getting very tight. I look for Parcel to break up, it might go down with a bit of a dump for Bitcoin and come back down here to the 200 MA or maybe retest this low. It may, but let's just see if it can bounce, or maybe it even comes back down, get some stops, comes back inside. But if it doesn't and it just gets tight here, boom. I mean, that's going to be a nice trade maybe later today. 6 hours from now, it looks pretty good. I would put definitely an alert there for Parcel. And that measured move takes me somewhere to about 81 cents. That's where I would be thinking I would be comfortable with taking some profits, right? And I'd just be putting an alert there for Parcel. So yeah, I would set alerts on Parcel. It's definitely worth keeping an alert on for sure. God bless you. Thank you so much for taking a look at Parcel for us and being a part of this live stream and actually contributing in a major way. That might end up being a huge trade and you're on point. So may God bless you and yours. Thank you for paying attention and living the life your way. May you have a wonderful day. And that will come back to you tenfold. Shout out to Master Fred of the house. Bang, bang, Sheboygan. Hey, Sam, can we check the high time frames on Casper? God bless you. Shout out to Crypto Sam. What a good name. That's a good name. You know what I mean? Not that it's my name or anything. I just think that's a good name. You know what I mean? Yeah. Bang, bang, bang. Hodl, people, hodl. Reverse, reverse. Funny. We made massive gains in the trading group. I sold the top at 108, 118. You can't say a dang thing. I sold another earlier trade earlier too. You know what I mean? I just kept taking profits. I took profits. You know, I really did. You know, the first trade was even bigger than that one, and it was for what I sold. I got it at 105.81, and I sold at 107, 150. You know, I sold early. You know, $1,000 early. Then I jumped back in and took another gain. That one was a 31% gain. So, hey, it is what it is, man. You win some, you lose some. Today was a great day for trading. So, Sam, what is the lowest for Bitcoin? We're going to take a look at BTC and break it down for you like we do every single day here on the channel. All right, we're going to have some fun. We're going to look at all the ups and downs, see what we're doing, see what's happening. And we're going to look at it right now. Someone told me PINO got slammed, right? And, you know, wow, man, KOLIN just gets sold off like a magugu. So whack. Let's take a look at PINO. AI agents will have their day. Oh no, PINO did good. I mean, you said it sold up, but that's okay. I mean, it was up huge. It just came into a beautiful flag. PINO's still up very nice for us. I'm in PINO and it's continuing to rip. God bless the PINOians. God bless the people in PINO over there. But that's, you know, that's a nice consolidation there for PINO. And, you know, again, I hope it continues to rip. It's a meme. Who knows? But the TA looks good to me for PINO. Like it will continue to go up all the way to 12 cents. Thank you for that super chat, man. God bless you. You're amazing. All right, let's take a look at BTC. Inverted head and shoulder came up. Everything looked great. Induced the longs. Took them all out with a nasty dump to the downside. Unbelievable. Sammy was able to circumvent that. Why? Number one, I know when the 1 minute lose the 200 MA, I should bounce on my longs, and I was out before that. Number two, I'm all about shapes, and I saw a head and shoulder pattern. We can actually go back to the tape, and you can see me actually show it, draw it, and circle the 200 MA, and then I know when we lose the 200 MA that we go to the downside. That's just like a known fact. So like I trade head and shoulder patterns. You see me do it all the time. That hit the measured move basically, and then I trade when we lose the 200 MA. You see me do that all the time. So both of my strategies that I teach all my students are right there. So if you didn't see this coming, you didn't learn from me, you didn't watch me, you didn't come to the live, and you didn't give a dang. All right. So, and there you have it. Let's take a look here at BTC. All right, and let's have some fun. Now, Bitcoin. The one good thing about Bitcoin, right? The whole world wants some BTC, so don't you worry about bitty Bitcoin. But let's take a look at here on the weekly. Big sip of water here, and let's break it down. I am not in a trade right now, but you never know. We may make a live one together. I do love trading on Tuesday. Tuesday's an amazing day, although a lot of the action's been happening between 7 and about 10 o'clock in the trading group. Like the last two mornings, we've been making massive gains in the morning, and things have been going our way. So let's take a look at Bitcoin right here. Bitcoin in a bit of a flag here on the weekly, an uptrending flag. And I did suggest, remember when I said we were here, I said, man, we might make a down trade, we might make a sideways, and we might make an uptrending flag and pull the 21 with us. I said if we do that, it will give us an even higher extended move to the upside. So far, this looks beautiful. The weekly is green, is all business, and this is just a wonderful time to be alive. Weekly looking great at 155,600 is the target. It says you'd be at 150 by January 20th. I mean, that would be a big deal. We got a super chat coming in here from Bullish Roger Dodger. He says, good morning, Sam. Can you check VR, please? Haven't seen you eat your honey and drink your lemon water lately. Did you give it up? I just had lemon water right now in front of you. I put the lemon in the water this morning. I haven't had the honey. You know, I had the honey when I was living in Boston when it was cold and I felt like I was going to get a cold. I'm here in Florida now. I just don't feel that feeling. Florida, the weather is absolutely amazing. Today is just going to be gorgeous. It's going to be 78 degrees. Look at this. I mean, it's going to be a beautiful day. And absolutely 78 degrees. Are you kidding me? Perfect golf weather, perfect hangout. You know what I mean? White House gives major update on the source of the drones. All right. I'm sure. Clickbait at its finest. 106,000 seems to be holding for Bitcoin. We're going to show you the goods here. I'm watching the 1 minute on another screen here. And when we get above the 200 MA, we're in. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing rips right back up. Next thing you know, you're at 111,000. Just be careful here. You know, I don't short bull runs. So let's take a look here for BTC. The weekly looking beautiful. And 155,000 is a target that I'm looking at there on the weekly. Let's take a look at the 3-day chart. The 3-day chart looking pretty good to be 2 as well. And I just rearrange it. But that weekly looks nice. If you just put the weekly, it's in a rising wedge flag. A very bullish flag. Now, it could break to the downside. Rising wedges do break down 68% of the time. You know? And to me, really, when I rose this up and flattened the top, and I was just like, you know what? You broke out. Like, this was a break. And this is what we talked about the other day. Even when this was up, I'm like, that's a breakout. And this 3-day candle will close in 2 days at 9 hours. We just had a beautiful candle close last night on the 3-day. It's up $4,600. It was a massive 3-day candle. And, you know, there is some wickage here. We'll see how this 3-day candle closes. But if you just took that measured move, too, out of this flag, and you were just more conservative, like with the 3-day, like what does the 3-day want? And that keeps giving us about, what, $133,000, $134,000, $133,900, you know, $134,000. And that's a breakout right now. So unless it's a fake out and we come all the way back down, and if we do that, we have some support here on the 3-day at 101.15. We got another bit of support there at about 96 and some support too at 91,800. So just going over if we were to pull back, right? Then we go to the daily, and I talked about when the daily just crossed that dotted line, and I said the last time the daily just crossed that dotted line, a massive move ensued to the upside. You have to remember, they have to shake and bake and go up and down here with these altcoins. Look at this massive bullish div too, and bullish div has been playing out beautifully, right? Every time I've seen it, it's been calling bottom. So right there, that says that's your daily bottom, or that's your bottom there for the moment in time, because you have this upswing on the RSI with a downtrend. Look for a possible right shoulder now, or a continuation of rippage. And it had to get above. Once you get that, you got to get above the resistance. It's doing that already. And look at Bitcoin bouncing back pretty fast from 105.6 all the way almost up $1,000 to 106,300. It gets back above the 200 MA. We redraw the pattern. We get back in, and we might even make a big boy trade. You never know what's going to happen here on the stream. Stay tuned for more. You think it's going to go the way you think, and in a second, I'm doing something different. You know, the bot entering along, so the bot likes the long there. The bot's like, I'm eating that. The bot sees something that says something. Whenever I see the bot enter along, it does tell me something is brewing. And you may, you know, anyway, what does the bot know? The bot knows a lot. Okay, let's break this down, though. Still, you know, I mean, really, still some bearish div. You know what I mean? That's still bearish divergence. Otherwise, people keep saying, no, Sam, this was the bearish. No, people, but in my mind, I guess I'm people, that this was the bearish div and it played out already. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that one. This was the bearish div and it played already. We have the dip. We're on a new trend. And it's over. Like, you don't connect that. We need to make another bearish divergence. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, we'll see what happens here to the upside. All right. So yeah, can this continue? We want to see. All right. To me, there could be some bearish div there, you know. But you can say the indicator already picked up on it. It's been saying no go. The daily, like I told you, the last time we just crossed the dotted line on the stochastics RSI, like we just crossed the dotted line there, was the beginning, because you go back to there on the dotted line cross, you put a line, you can see that was just the beginning of this massive run. So it's funny, if you even just took like a, you know, I love doing this, but if you took like a Baz pattern from that area, you took a Baz pattern from that area, put it on there, and I mean, it gives you the exact target that we're going for, 133,900 for Bitcoin, dude. All the way to the upside, kid. You know what I mean? So it says Bitcoin could pump nicely to the upside there on the daily time frame. So I like what I'm seeing for Bitcoin. We go to the 12-hour or the 22. They're both a little overbought. There's high momentum, but they could pump. You know, here I look at the 8-hour, a little far away for the 21-day moving average. Could the 8-hour give us some type of nice sideways price action. You know what I'm saying? That would be cool. A nice little flag on the 8-hour telling us, hey, it's time to make a continuation move. And you got this wick in this area here that we've been kind of holding above. You got a little bit of local support there for Bitcoin. You know, you kind of get what you can get. And then we take a look here at the 4-hour time frame, again away from the 21-day moving average, but not too shabby. So suggesting that we're making some type of flag. And this seems like we could have some more bullishness for sure for Bitcoin. So the idea is, as long as the 4-hour bounces and stays, you know, around that 21-day moving average. So this would be cool. Bitcoin goes sideways. And the altcoins start to rip throughout the day here. They begin to get that recovery. And then it says what? You know, 12 to 16 hours from now, we get a pump. And it says within, you know, a day or two, you hit $112,000 BTC. So again, this could also be a nasty dump down. It doesn't have to be so eloquent to the side. It could be a dump all the way back here. And it could begin to be, you know, you never know. Like, what if this is a shoulder, this is a head, makes a right shoulder, and we dump even more? We're gonna take it day by day, step by step. Every 5 hours, we're trading, we're looking at Bitcoin. We're not gonna keep you hanging. So if you're in the trading group, you're getting updates, a morning update, a video update, a night video update, right? Never mind my trades, what I'm seeing, you know, a constant flip book of exactly how I'm watching price action and what I'm seeing happen on the morning, on the day, and then altcoins that I see that are in the best position for a pump. And you never know, Bitcoin could take it down and ruin every trade and every setup. It's happened a few times, you know, it can happen. But for the most part, we're pretty good. We find the highest, most accurate probabilities, and we watch them play out over time, and we watch the technical analysis kind of show us what's happening. Can the 4-hour make a sideways flag? That's what we're kind of looking for here for Bitcoin. And I've seen a lot of this wacky nonsense here for BTC. So, I mean, again, there was a bearish div, I guess, that you could say. And there's so much AI bot trading now. I think that's another reason why things happen so fast. So if you got to be really quick. So, like, it did pump up, and then it confirmed bearish div, right? Had we kept pumping, though, it would have, you know. But bearish div, boom, and we were out. Why did I sell? Like, did I know that was going to dump? No, I actually, you know, in my emotions, which I don't trade on, felt like it was going to continue to pump. But I don't trade on emotions. I just trade when I'm up. And I was up big the second trade of the day. And I said, man, if I give this one up, I said, take your money and run. You'll be able to say it's a win today and then be done with your day, man. I said, your trading will be done. You'll be able to check it off your list again. And you hit your daily quota. And I was like, that's all you want. And that's all you desire. And so I said, Sammy, don't be greedy. So there's a chance this pumps right back up inside the pattern. If it does, we trade the pattern yet again like it never happened. So what if this keeps coming up, and we end up with, you know, trading back inside the pattern? It could happen. I've seen it. Crazier things have happened for Bitcoin, right? So that's the first thing I see on the table. The second thing is you have a bunch of support and resistance right here. You can see you came right to this previous resistance. You bounced right there, and you got the 15-day moving average coming into play. Now, it is cat ears. You can see it with the bearish div. I mean, you can kind of see how it happened. It came into play. We got the boom, bum, right? But let's see what happens now. You're either going to make a bear flag and bearishly retest, but near all-time highs. Does that make any sense? And you'll continue to dump, and then you'd have to look for like 103,006 and this area here at 104,005, right? Or we keep pumping, we get back inside this pattern, and this thing just rips again, and that was just like an okie doke here, and we're right back business as usual. So let's flip back to our our perpetual. And TMAI really just holding that 111, that $11 area there, 11 cent. Had a nice pump all the way to 14. Wow. And I feel like, man, you know, I'm just going to be the man right now. And I'm going to pay myself. I'm going to pay myself. This was a, you know, this is a freebie, man. I'm taking my five racks. And I'll show you exactly how. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to, you know, I should sell quarters at a time. I wonder if I market, if they'd be good to me. Probably not. So you got to sell like a quarter at a time, right? See if how good it gets absorbed. All right, that one was gone. I'll be nice if I dump the whole bag. It'll you know. But I mean, it seems to be a lot of people that want in on this one. It'll probably continue to rip. I'll look back on this and be like, 100x that. 100x'd it. What was I thinking? But it's up big. I'm taking my profits, man. You know. So you see that big order didn't fill all the way. 60. Now I'm below, right? So they're trying to get me. Other people are trying to sell on me now, especially when I'm out here. People trying to sell on me, man. Grimy. There's always someone gunning for me. You have to understand that. I'm the lifer. There's always thousands of people gunning for me. You have no idea. As many people love me, you remember there's a lot of people gunning for me. All right, so bang. I made massive gains in front of you. Now we got $27,000 available. And you got to pay yourself. You know what I mean? Maybe it continues to rip, and it probably does. But man, I got in so early, and I got out so sweet. I mean... And you guys just saw me pay the trader yet again, another like $5,000 day. And people are like, oh, you know, I don't know. When people don't realize how much I make as a trader, it's just like, anyway, I don't want to brag or be rude, but hey, I like to take profits in front of people to show you like, this is the life. You know what I mean? I don't play games, man. I don't play games. Anyway, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. Shout out to the 2,792 people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Don't tread on me or sell on me. You're funny, man. Caspa is about, bro. Caspa is almost a 12-hour weekly, 2-day OBE injunction. If you haven't, what market makers did to chill guy against its will is a sin. You're funny. I wouldn't, you know, those are memes, man. And a lot of memes are kind of, you know, losing that steam. Everyone's getting like, oh no. Someone said VELO. Can you take a look at VELO? How much capital are you gonna make to start the program? I mean, I would demo trade, so no capital at all, man. Yeah. You saved me from that dump. God bless you, brother. God bless you. You got me in TMAI. TA on Alien, please. Toby, God bless you. Hey, remember, man, it's not a win until you pay yourself. All right. I bought a new outdoor kitchen, $8,000. That right there just paid for almost all of it. Like $5,600 right there. Bang, right? And if you're bouncing around Discords and channels, this is the group for you. Can't wait to build my bags with Sammy in the next bear market. Thank you. Wow, he's already planning to build the low cap gems with me. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much for that. And let's keep that energy high and rising. God bless each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me. And that is your time. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Okay. Imagine bounce to a new high. Rising wedge of the hourly for Bitcoin. Paper trade to start. Amen. Yeah. Manuka honey's cool. Yes, baby. You took it? Yes. Good girl. Good girl. I love you. Give me a hug. You're going to feel better, all right? You're going to feel so much better. I love you. Daddy loves you. Wait. Tell the crowd something. Tell them quick.
I love my dad.
Oh, wow. Sorry. Good girl. I thought you were going to say Crypto Lifer. I love my dad. That's what you said, huh? Told everybody that you love me. I love you too. I'm gonna spend my day with my kids. See, my kids are always around me. I'm trading. My kids are right next to me while I'm making a trade. I'm selling. I made, you know, I made like $7,000 today trading. My daughter's right there with me. And yesterday we made another $8,000. You know, this is a good day, man. And taking profits. Yesterday I made about $7,000 on virtual. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man, I'm showing you, like, you don't have to hold everything. It's about $7,000 a day for 5, 6, 7 days. That's $70,000. Everyone's trying to hold everything. I started realizing, man, I could just swing trade a lot throughout this bull market too. You know? So I hold a lot. Don't get me wrong. I have a big holder position, but I also swing trade. All right. So look, you're looking for this to make a bear flag here. And it could also, if you can see, it makes a bit of a slanted, a shoulder there, a head and a bit of a right shoulder to the downside for BTC. All right. All right. God bless you all for being here. So today's the day for celebration. I could take my family out. It's like an $8,000 win day. I mean, that's crazy. Right? And I only threw $1,000 in there. Like, it's not like I put all, everyone's like, oh, but you have tons of money. I didn't put a lot of money to make that. I got into the right coin at the right time, watching the markets, paying attention, and doing my due diligence. Okay? Yesterday's virtual kitchen bought you your outdoor virtual kitchen. Oh, yeah, my virtual kitchen. I remember saying that. No one cares how you made today or ever. Just stick to the charts. Sergeant Wiggles, you're out. Get him out. Get this guy out. Yeah, get him out. I don't like when people talk to me like that. Nobody should ever speak to me like that. Get him out. Yeah, get him out. God bless him, but get him out. I love you, brother, but I don't want you around me. But doesn't mean I don't love you and I don't want the best for you. I just don't want you near me ever again. Okay, God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for ching. Bye, Felicia. So, looking bearish here for Bitcoin for sure. 1 minute, not able to get back above that 200 MA. Shoulder, head, right shoulder seeming to form there. A little more bearishness than we would like to see. You can't long until Bitcoin breaks that 200 MA. For me, that's what I do. You do whatever makes you happy. So right now, yeah, I'm watching this 15-minute kind of bear it out here to the downside. Now you can even look at the 5-minute. If the way things were looking tonight and last night, and I figured I was going to take profits like I usually do, and then we'd be looking for a flag, and it would be pumping further to the upside. Who made massive gains trading with me today in the trading could put a 333? Who was able to get in, get out like the lifer did and make gains? No BS. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang, bang. Pudgy Penguins has a claim. Let me see if I'm eligible to claim a Pudgy Penguin airdrop. Link my ETH wallet. Let's take a look. We'll see. That'd be pretty cool. My ETH wallet. My ETH wallet. Connecting your wallet is secure. Check Pengu claim eligibility. I hope that's not, if that is, oh wait. Oh yeah, I gotta change my, I'm on the ETH mainnet. I don't think I got one. Dang. Connect your claim wallet, claim your Pengu. I thought it would tell me if I had something. Anyway, I'm looking at golf carts. Anyway, are you serious? Not being rude. Like button destroyed, and thus you didn't need to move anything. I don't know what people were saying. I don't really care. I just stay positive and live by God's rules, man. And which is like show people the truth. Be a real person. If you're going to be a trader, be real about your trades. Show your wins, show your losses, and make it happen, right? So there's a low, there's a high, there's a higher low, tighter channel. I think of nothing else than people that love me, people that support me, and God. There's really nothing else, my family and God, man. God bless you all for being here. So we're watching Bitcoin in this little bear flag. Could be a bit of a cup and handle. If we break back above that 200 MA on the 1 minute time frame, we may be getting ourselves back into the business here. So while everyone freaks out, this could, that's the money printer right there. Look at, pretty close to your 786 Fibonacci. Really, it's the golden pocket right there. And that's a bit of a cup and handle with a higher low, some bullish divergence too. The indicator even pushing it out. And that's a nice bullish divvy right there. We did talk about it. We first went over that. We've been bouncing ever since off the bullish divvy. We break above the 200 MA. We're back inside the pattern. The pattern takes off again, and people don't realize how powerful that can be. Not saying that's a guarantee, but I'm saying it's something that I've seen happen in my lifetime. It's not like unbelievable. It's happened. I've watched it happen. So let's see. Right now we're getting a bit of a bounce. The old me would take these. I would buy right now. Too many times I saw a struggle or went up and down. I just wait for the 200 MA now. The confirmation to me is better, but there is a gap here in the VRVP. Says we could get back to 107.950 before we know it. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in and hanging out with the lifer. You should wash it off though, I think, right? And there's a bounce here on what we call a Sammy Cup and Handy. And this is why they call me Sammy Cup and Handy. Number one, this is how the daily candle reverses. When you see the daily candle, so the daily candle looks like this, right? And you got this wick here, usually. This wick right here, if we zoomed in on a microscope, is this right here. This is what's happening inside the wick of the daily candle. This is how the daily candle will basically, I'm giving you the algorithmic key to the city, and you may not even realize it. When I call me Sammy Cup and Handy, it's like I'm revealing it all. But you don't even know that I'm revealing it all. Pretty interesting times to be alive if you think about it. So, nice pump for Bitcoin there, back to the upside, out of the cup and handle, as it should be. I mean, this is what we speculate on. We speculate on this being the reversal back to the upside. We're not saying it's guaranteed. It could hit here, go sideways, make a bear flag, and dump. What you do now is you have to break above previous support as resistance. So now 106.684. You got to get back above that to remain bullish. If you don't get back above 106.6, expect more downside. Got to get back inside this, basically right here. You got to get back above 107.200 because that's going to be the bottom of this trend line. Otherwise, you will bear flag here and continue to dump. A low, high, higher, low, mini uptrend. Can we continue to break this high and continue the trend to the upside? Measured move would take the length of this pole right here. And that would basically be how the cup and handle would go to the upside, right? Again, not too promising. Let's see what happens. But for now, the dump has stopped, right? This is the channel people come to because they're in a dump. They're watching red candles. They have no idea what's happening. They come here and they see this zoomed in cup and handle. And they go, okay, this is exactly what I see happening now for Bitcoin. All right. And again, these wins, I sold some coins. They'll probably go up huge. And I'll look back and be like, man, those were that was like a mansion that I should never have sold those, So you never know. It's hard to take profits in a bull run. But, hey, Sam, been missing your streams a few days. Saw the tokenmetrics pump. Good call. What's the inside baseball on the use case for that TMAI? What's the inside base? I mean, I bet you can get different things on it. I think you have more access to an AI. Bunch of different things, right? Just hopped in Pengu. I mean, it said that's going to get airdropped right now, right? So we'll see. I don't know. I didn't seem to have anything. Connect the wallet to claim Pengu claim eligibility. Your Solana ledger. Connect wallets, claim your Pengu, and receive your eligible Pengu to a Solana wallet of your choice. Bang. I'm in sold the airdrops. Claim.peggy.penguins.com. So you link the wall, but nothing happens though. I don't know, man. It's scaring me. I'm scared, man. I don't know if that's the right way. I'm not giving that website to anybody. You know what I mean? Check your Phantom Wallet for Pengu. Let me go here to the official site and do it myself. Because sometimes I've had good friends that I really trusted and they've made silly mistakes. I'm not saying this is the case. It probably is not. But I don't want to find out the hard way, man. I really don't. Punchy Penguins, let's go to the website. You think the airdrop would be right here, and they talk about it immediately. If it's not there, then something's going on, right? So there's a Punchy Penguin airdrop. If you interacted or did anything, you're able to get Pengu, and that's going to probably create some push and make some pump. See, someone said I already claimed it. All right. Was this blocking me? I don't know what's happening here. Look, it doesn't load. Too many people on the site now? Is that what's happening? Or is it just what the site does? I don't know. See? Not a promising feeling, right? When you're trying to find out if it was, yeah. Yeah, anyway. I'm going to move on for the show. It's slowing me down. And I don't like being slowed down. Okay, so we're going to continue to watch this flag here and see what happens. All right. It's too buggy. Too many people for sure. Yeah. Turbo QB said, liquidation, oh man, I need to bounce back. Why would you, everybody? I only trade leverage on Bitcoin, and even then, I think it's, you got to be really careful. I very rarely trade altcoins with leverage. I just think it's a bad idea personally, but you do whatever makes you happy. I don't think it's the road to greatness, and it definitely wasn't my road to wealth. I trade altcoins very sparingly, all right? Yeah, exactly. Be careful with the NFT mints, man. Next thing you know, your wallet's drained, right? Your wallet is completely drained, and people think it's all good, and it's not, all right? For some reason, I'm not, look, this looks like shoulder, head, and shouldery. This looks pretty dumpy to me. I have to give it to you right now, and it looks like Bitcoin wants to take a little bit of a dump, at least for now. Look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. Come back down here to at least 105,800 for BTC. And wow, we went all the way up to 108. And look, did they want to bring us all the way back down to 85,000 now? Now there's red all the way at 97, 87,005. Pretty freaky, right? It's like, the bears come out to play immediately. Like, really? You think you're going to get 85,000? Wow. Creepers, man. Bunch of cringeworthy creepers. But look, could we go further to the downside? There's a chance here for Bitcoin. All right. How much leverage do you use on BTC? It depends on the day. It depends on what I'm doing. Somewhere between 5 and 25. But it really depends. Yeah. Further to the downside here for Bitcoin. Looking like, which isn't great. Let's look at the strong coins for the day and see what's hot on the day. So move holding 62 came out. It was around 77 when we looked at it, right? And then when you see all stable coins up here, there's a big dump. All right. XTC holding pretty nicely. Solana holding 220. Mantra, Mantra has been hot. AERODROME holding 189. Ray back to 49. And all coins just getting a little bit of itself. Jupe back to $1 again. Come on, Jupe, man. You think Jupe would make it? Jupe really doesn't do much. It sits at $1. It's like a stable coin. It really hangs out at $1. SUIAI really a stronger coin at 473, holding that 30% gain on the week. And Doge back at 39, hasn't been there in a while. Python Network, stronger coin too, up 18% on the week. All right. Caspa back to 14. And yeah, it gets old, right? Holding the altcoins, just like, all right, I get it. Rendered back to 866, AOIZ at 110. But the hot coins are holding their levels, right? If you're in the right coins with strong backing, Beam holding 3 cents, things should be good. If you were in all memes, you're probably wrecked right now, right? So you can't, memes have to be just a small part of the portfolio. They can't be everything. In my humble opinion, you do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor. You do whatever, people aren't going to listen to me anyway. They're going to put all memes all day long, and that's all they're going to do. All right. Let's take a look at Solana here and then jump into your super chats for the day and see what's happening. It's 11 in the morning here. Solana attempting to get a little pump right there. Yeah, you're right. It is pumping a little bit. Just a little bit, but getting it back above the 200 MA on the 1 hour time frame. That's a bullish sign there for Solana. And it's in this big flag, which tells me there's likely a bigger move coming eventually for Sol too. So I don't stress the day-to-day price action. We just went all the way up to 108. We're still sitting at 106. I mean, it's amazing. Took massive gains trading it today, and I'm super happy, well above the quota. So I'm not going to complain, right? You make $8,000 a day, your life's going to be pretty good, And you do it a couple days in a row, you're going to be good. You do it. Trust me, if you do it a few hundred times, How many times you made 10 grand a day? How many times you made 20 grand a day? You know, you start writing it down, check it off the list back. Sir, look at the dominance that it's dropping. Well, Bitcoin drops. I'm just vamping all the altcoins, my man says. Yeah. So Bitcoin struggling. Definitely looks like it's going to be pulling back here and a bear flag to the downside so far, right? No promise that it could rip, but you never know. It is sideways, but for me, it looks like it is going to break to the downside so far. If it gets above the 200 MA in the 1 minute, I'm back to long again, but that's kind of far away at this point. So we definitely have to consider the idea that that's not going to happen. All right. Hey, Sham, what are you going to do there? Hey, my name's Peter Griffin, and I like Quahog. Everyone in Quahog listens to the Lifer. That's right. I like to buy virtual. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Hello there. Lifer, could you show us? Shout out to Crypto Billy in the house. Thank you for jumping on in. And Crypto Billy, did you mint the Crypto Billy Billy Go Tails at Edge Forge Studio? You know, go to billygotails.io, click the link, and go to the public sale. It's still live. Jump on in today and mint your Season 1 book. It crafted this book from 30x spaces with topics aimed at inspiring personal leadership and development with blockchain technology and crypto communities at its core. They aim to instill the giver's gain philosophy, helping others receive new heights as they work to improve themselves. Check it out today. I minted a nice 5, and I'm excited, and I can't wait. Could you check out Turbo? I'll take a look at Turbo for sure. Nice little bump there, back in action for BTC. Yeah, baby, yeah. And again, in the next hour, we could be back inside the pattern on our way to 110,000, ripping to the upside. So have no fear. All right. You never know what can happen. Be open-minded and be ready for the ride. Just be on for the journey, up or down or up throughout the day. Just accept what's coming and be happy with this experience. It's going to be running for a couple weeks. Blockchain history. We are first to do that. First ever. You hear that? First ever in history. Of course you are, because you're a jet setter and a pathfinder and a frontiersman. God bless you, my friend. God bless you. What a name, a pathfinder, right? Crypto Billy. Forging paths ahead for others to push forward in their lives and find meaning, you know? Thank you very much. May God bless you, brother. And a lifer, amen. And a lifer, the lifer way, on 100%. 100%. Okay. Ooh, why did that do that? I didn't want to do that. No. No. Oh, man. All right. Let's take a look at Crypto Rank and see what's happening here for the day. I love this website. Good website, right? And, you know, I'll be finding my coins and I'll just layer them on. So virtual is slipping back to 260. A good sell. I sold it about, 275. You know, again, probably still going to be a good buy at one point. I mean, I don't see how it doesn't continue to move. Hyperliquid, just the winner of winners, continuing to gain, rip. We gave you both of those meme coins that ripped beyond belief, man. Unbelievable. Avalanche, Over Protocol, Anzen, Swell, and these are the most visited, these are the most search coins right now, right? Caspa, the Chia Network, Orderly Network. People still searching Peanut, and AIXBT on virtual still getting a pretty good search. That's a hot coin right now. Ondo Finance back to 190, but so strong. You gotta love Ondo. Fuel Network, right? SUIAI, Supra is really on a lot of people's, Kip Protocol is out there. I remember we were looking at Kip a long time ago, waiting for it to come out. Now it's here. All right. Kip may do some damage. It's very small market cap. So look for that. That could 10x in the next, few weeks to a month. Lingo, everyone waited for it. It's at 54 cents. Right. And Magic Eden, of course. Right. So things in IO.net, I was talking about that too before it ripped. All right. So again, anyway, a lot our way. I love those coins. Write them down, see what's happening. And they overlap. So we got a little bit of a move. We got a double bottom that broke to the upside. So far, so good. On our way back up. Did the 30-second break above the 200 MA? It's getting close. So the first thing is you get above the 30-second 200 MA. Then you get above the 1-minute 200 MA. And things just continue to move in your favor in that way, right? Now, if you look at Bookmap, they have all the liquidity to the downside, but I mean, I think these are herbs that wish they got in and just have a bunch of, as I say that, right, we don't know, but it definitely says all the liquidity is further to the downside. When we zoom in a little bit, though, there's still room to get us to 109,950. So hold your horses just yet. If you zoom in here, it could go down to 104 or to 109. Let's see. If we get above the 200 in the 1 minute, everything will change. And so far, we're getting closer and closer for this to be happening now for Bitcoin. And we're ripping back to the upside, already up $1,000 now from the low for BTC, and a strong bullish divergence pushing us back up, and a bit of a cup and handle too that came down with the double bottom and now has fulfilled that, double bottom measured move. If you took the neckline to the possible move there, that's pushing further to the upside. All right. You got to love that. You got to love that. Shout out to everybody here. If you want to jump on into the trading group, go to cryptolifer.com and find out more, right? Join us today to sign up for a monthly, a quarterly, or an annual subscription. I'm here every single day without a day off. You'd say, why would I do that? Well, just to glance quickly for a split second, because I want to get back to the charts faster than you do. I'm really telling you that. But I got to just kind of shed some light here on the gains that have been had, right? We got a gain there. We got a beautiful gain yesterday out of that flag to the upside for Bitcoin. 109% out of this flag on L-Wolf. Beautifully. No stop loss. Perfect place to get in. Bitcoin, another pump out that flag to the upside. Another move for Bitcoin to the upside. Zeus pumping for 108%. Another Bitcoin call. SUIAI, which is actually doing some damage today. SUI for 35. Morph AI for 150. And more gains coming your way. Check out, look at the gains. And those are all things that have happened in the last few days to a week. Check it out. All right, Bitcoin continuing to pump. Never mind the gains that we show you here or how the market can recover. We find daily bottoms, weekly bottoms, and all sorts of fun stuff. Let's see if this can continue. If we cross that 200 MA, I'm in there. I'm in there. Let's take a look here on the perpetual. If I could even find it. There it is. I keep it over there, yeah. So getting closer. So number one, you'd be back inside the pattern. And it makes sense. Do a fake out, do a fake down, come back inside, and then rip it. And then go to 110. Don't let everybody just take it, right? And you want to look at that structure too on the 1 hour and see how that's looking on the bigger time frame. And right now it's looking pretty good. And the stochastics were low as it was, suggesting that a move was coming for Bitcoin. You get back inside there now, so you could barely retest. You get back inside, there's just no reason not to long. You see? That was just a liquidity grab. They just wanted to get what they wanted. It's like a baby, a little baby. I have the power, so I'm going to do what I want. And I bet once there's more regulation in the space, I feel like there could be less of that too, because it's like, man. And there we are, all the way back to 107,000. And everyone who missed out is like, man, I'm buying in. These are good prices. And then everyone who didn't buy in is like, man, why did you wait? Well, I thought it was going to 104. Oh, you waited? Oh, you waited? Oh, no, right? So I already won today, so why not take a shot? Okay. Now there's two measured moves. The bigger and the smaller. To me, this is the more, what I call the humble one, or, more likely to as well. And that takes you to $111,865. The stop loss for me would be at like 106.28, right? And, I'd like to see us get back inside the pattern. I'd like to see the 1 hour get back above the 200 MA. Right now, getting rejected by what's called the smooth moving average, right? And you can see a little too far away from the 21-day moving average. So like if you came back to the 21 first before you got a pump, that wouldn't be crazy. I've seen that many, many times. I'd love it if we pump first and then make the flag. That would be far more bullish, right? This can help me just be a little more precise if I want to get into the bigger trade. But nonetheless, it does look like this could be, pretty nice spot to be getting in here for the 1 hour time frame, right? It's back inside the pattern, so I play it like we're back inside. Like that's it. You see? Just watch how your 1 minute is responding here. So I watch my 1 minute for 10 minutes, have some patience, and that's how I'll execute the trade. But I'm about to execute a trade there on the 1 hour time frame if it goes well. You know, right now we did get rejected by the smooth moving average. We'll see, but right now, you know, we'll see. It still may be some action here. Shout out to all you beautiful people here on the live. Thank you for Jim Rohn, modern day Neville Goddard. God bless you, my friends. Someone has to keep that torch alive, right? And, you know, Jim Rohn changed my life forever. Today, I put out a video about Jim Rohn today. I do Lifer Ideas, and in that section, I put out the Jim Rohn stuff. And what he said today really was, I mean, every day it's amazing, but it's like, I mean, I guess it's that hard. It's amazing what he says. But today really hit me hard. I was like, man, this guy. And he always talks about going alone and how no one's going to be there on your big journeys. You know, I'm super bullish on Sol, by the way. There's a setup in the trading group. But, you know, he always talks about that idea of, you know, how you go alone to really find who you are and change your path. And how, you know, not everyone's going to be there for you. And, you know, you got to be there for yourself. You know, he's like, I knew this guy named John. I love his stories. He's like, I knew a guy named John. Let me tell you a story about a guy named John. He's like, you know, he was living in a city he didn't want to live in, at a job he didn't love, just waiting. He's waiting for his parents to tell him it was time for him to move on to somewhere else. He's waiting for a friend to give him a call and tell him, hey, let's go somewhere. Let's pick up and move. He was waiting for another job opportunity to come his way, someone to put it in his lap. The whole time he was waiting, he was missing on the one person that could change everything for him. Who was it? Who was it? Who was that? Who was that person? Anybody in the chat? Who was that one person that could change everything? Who was that one person who was that one person? All right. Who was that one person? It was himself. It was himself, right? It's like, and as simple as that story is, it's so powerful, man, because it means like we are in control. It means you become a multi-billionaire. You can become a 100,000-aire. You could become a penniless drunkard. You're in control of this reality, of this situation, of where you want to go. And it's really up to you how you spend it, how you take it, and it's how you spend your time. It's how you spend your time. You know, the way in which you spend your time will depict what you do. Spend your time wisely. Have high standards for the people in your life. Do not waste your time doing nothing. You'll be around people that do the same. If you waste your time, you'll be around the people that don't really care as much about their time as well. You're going to put yourself around the people you deserve by how you behave. I'm sorry to say. If you value your time at a high level, you're most likely going to be around people that do the same. Think about it. It makes a lot of sense. It's hand-in-hand logic. It's not even voodoo. It's exactly what makes sense. It's 2 + 2 = 4. There's no nonsense to that. If you tune off because you don't want to hear this, it means you're not ready to change. But if you do hear this, it means you're changing. You've made the change. You like this. It's inspiring you and it's pushing you, or it's maybe making you feel uncomfortable, because this type of stuff used to make me feel uncomfortable. I used to listen to Jim Rohn and knew I wasn't doing the things he told me I should be doing. So I knew I didn't deserve success because he was telling me what success was, and I did not want to do those things. I didn't want to wake up early. I didn't want to have my own routine. I didn't want to have my own job. I wanted to work for somebody else. I mean, I desired to work for someone else, but I didn't have it in me to really make it happen. I was waiting for somebody else to make my two friends were multimillionaires. I was waiting for them to give me, a loan to start my business. I was going to give them a, piece of paper, put something up together, and they're going to give me a couple $100,000 so I could really begin. I kept waiting on everybody else to help me, business partners, other people, until I realized it was never going to happen. It was going to be me. I was going to change my life. And what I did is I listened to Jim Rohn late at night till my subconscious mind changed over and over again. And I still listen to him to this day, because every once in a while my mind is slip. I am a human, and I can slip and go back to those same negative, same bad plays that I used to play. And I'm not going to do that anymore. And so to do that, I have to work out every day. I have to keep up the routine. You know what I mean? You're winning. And I got to listen to Jim Rohn. I listen to Jim Rohn while I work out. It's a double-edged sword there. It keeps you so sharp for your day. Then I think of how I'm going to inspire each and every one of you, and how I'm going to extrapolate some of his ideas into my own ideas to really hit you guys with an inspirational 2 hours that's going to change your life. Okay? I'm looking at PENDLE here. PENDLE looking nice with the low, high, higher, low. It has to keep that, though. It could bounce. If Bitcoin gets us some trouble here and starts to dump, then PENDLE might dump too as well. Bitcoin goes sideways, hangs out. PENDLE gets the bounce. And then you'll see PENDLE ripping to 880. But just you want to get that bounce for PENDLE now. Watch very closely. When I look at something like this and I'm waiting, I don't stare at it. I just set an alert. And PENDLE would hit the alert. Eventually, what will happen is PENDLE will dump and hit the alert, or go sideways and hit the alert. Sometimes it pumps and hits the alert, and those aren't the best, but if it goes, and that's why I'm going to move the alert over just a bit. I didn't have to delete it. I was going to move it, but. So when PENDLE crosses this blue line, it's going to go ding, 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 ding on my computer. I'm going to know. And that's why my alerts are really just vertical lines, because I thought of one day. I was like, well, it's going to cross. Let's take a look at Caspa here, VR and Doge. And shout out to people that gave super chats. You people are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the love. All right. Caspa, man, it pumped beautifully to the upside at 18. Was looking really nice. And started to slope to the downside again. You know, Caspa's been a very funny coin. I'll give it to you. Very, annoying to hold of all coins I've been in. And unique to itself, too. Like, very strange. That's a shoulder head and almost a right shoulder. Like, does Caspa make a dump? You know what I mean? I'm just, and I hate to say it, that says it would go all the way back to a penny. But it's losing the 200 MA here on the daily, which is a bearish sign. Like when you're bullish, you don't want to be doing that. You don't want to round your top and start coming further to the downside for Caspa. And the setup itself isn't amazing. It just looks strange. I'm being honest. I don't want to be rude. I've held this coin for a long time. It's a big holding of mine. But that's how you know I'm real. Like, a shill will just shill whatever. They'll tell you whatever. They'll be like, oh, this coin's looking great. That's a good spot. That's not looking good. They'll be like, they'll hide the fact that they own the coin and tell you it looks good. I won't do that to you. I'm honest by God's rules, man. God will take care of me if I'm good to God. I need nothing else in my life but my family and God. You know what I mean? I love each other. I don't mean to be rude, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to follow no one else's rules. Really what I meant is but my family and God, right? As long as if I do right by my family, that means I'm going to do right by most people. If I do right by God, the same. I believe each and every one of you is made by God and you're a blessing, then I got to treat you with love and respect. And therefore, I'm going to treat other people with love and respect. What's going to happen? I'm going to amplify what happens to me through my life. The universe will see me giving love and respect, and the universe amplifies what you give it. And so I will be receiving love and respect back. And therefore, by believing in God, my whole life changes into a unified gratitude formation of high frequency amplification. A unified behavior of high frequency amplification. You know what I mean? And it just boom. And that starts to compound when you do it day by day over time. And before you know it, you're a force of nature that people want to be around, that people follow, that people believe in. We really need Casper to get tight here inside this channel so it can break back out to 29 and really break bread here. Hold this higher low. Unless we get a double bottom. I don't want to see Casper 10 cents again, though. I really don't. Let's take a look at VR. And it's funny, I looked at it just the other day. It looked somewhat bullish to me. We did trade this coin back in the day. It's in the dumps compared to where it used to be. Wow. But above the 200 MA on the daily and making a flag. We call this the Sammy special, right? Bitcoin at 106,640. Don't worry, I got my foot on the pulse here for Bitcoin. I won't leave you hanging for BTC. I got it right above me. It's making a nice little bull flag here. That could really do some damage. That's likely going to pump to the upside. I've seen that many previous support as resistance. And again, I usually don't front run the 200 MA there, but that looks like it's going to get busy, man. It really does. And let's get back to my 1 hour time frame. And we still, kind of stayed outside the pattern now. You got to get back inside that pattern. So it could still be a bearish retest now, unless we can make some magic happen here. But that flag looks like, look, to me, I've traded, before I knew the 200 MA, I would trade this flag 100% of the time. And so you do you. But man, that looks so juicy. And you got previous support as resistance. You can even bring this one down. And yeah, stop loss at about 106.439. Take profit at 107.762. Let's see. I'm not making this trade. I got to wait for the 200 to break, but we'll see. I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. I just want to make sure you guys know that I'm watching Bitcoin for you. Like a hawk here, like a hawk, like an eagle in the sky. All right. Blessings on everyone to be here. Thank you for jumping on in. If you're new, we love you. God loves you. And we thank you for being a part of this live stream. Without your awesome energy, the fact that you were born and decided to come into the stream today, each and every one of you develops this entire, creates the stream. It's like sand on a beach. We're all grains of sand. We're tiny. We're individuals. But together, look, we make 3,000 people. We make a serious community that needs to be wrecked. The algorithm sees it. 3,000, right? It's just strong. So may God bless you all for being here. I know it's a blessing, and I thank you. Okay, virtual, bit of a cup and handle. There's a high, a low, a high, a higher low there. Victoria, sorry, not virtual. You want to see it just bounce. If it bounces and gets tight, I mean, this thing looks like it could do some damage. It's very low, but it is back above the 200 MA for the first time in a long time on that daily time frame. And this says it could pump. It could pump. So could it come back in the mix and actually begin to become a gaming coin yet again? There's a chance. Bitcoin getting the pump out this flag, looking pretty nice. So far, so good with a bullish engulfing candle there. Like we may get the reversal. I really like what I'm seeing. Again, you get this like swing up. Well, this kind of swings flatter, almost down. And that's some hidden bullish divergence there. And curving stochastics. You throw in your Fibonacci and, you're bouncing off the 618 right there. I mean, that's amazing. You whipped right into the 618. You can't make this type of stuff up, but you'll see, and in any moment we could dump too. We'll see what happens. One step at a time, one moment at a time, one candle at a time. That's why you don't have to predict anything. You just have to react to what's happening to price action and have a plan, right? If you have a plan, what's going to happen? Whatever you planned, right? My stop loss gets hit is one part of the plan, or I take profits and I move my stop loss into break even or into profit. That's the plan. Either one of those things happens. So if you get stopped out, that should be the plan. If you win, that should be the plan. I'm going to add an alert to VR too. It looks pretty good to me. Thank you for VR. And may God bless you for the awesome super chat you people give. You don't have to give, but you do. And hopefully, I believe they will come back to you. I know they'll come back to you tenfold. Not hope. They will. They will. Let's take a look at Doge and VELO. And so the market sat flat while Bitcoin pumped hard. We called the pump throughout the weekend and into this week. And then altcoins kind of didn't deliver. Like everybody was like, what? But my altcoin. Like what happened here? Dump for Doge? It looked beautiful. That setup looked so nice. Like Doge was going to rip. And it just didn't happen. They got retail's hopes up there and then crushed it. The daily doesn't look, that looks kind of weird too now. In my life, I don't know what that is, but it's weird. The 3-day chart's not too far away for the 21. So is the 2-day chart. So it's showing that it's bullish, but that's a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, is it not? That tells me that we could get a dump. I just got to, I don't know. It doesn't look good to me. And it's a diamond pattern, right? And, diamonds are, I guess you could say into the bottom, out the bottom, unless you want to kind of go here and say, no, it came into the top. It's going to break right out the top. It looks like a diamond, and a diamond usually is a reversal pattern at the top of a rally. I've seen it many times. So, and it has some, head and shoulder feels. So I don't know. This doesn't look amazing. I have to be honest right now. And it almost has some descending triangle vibes. So I'd love to be the guy that's wrong and watch this bump back to the upside and everybody laugh at me. But Doge looks like it's going to dump. I don't know why. Back to 30 cents or something. Didn't seem like it, and there's a strong bearish div there. The weekly suggests that it is going to dump too. And it's already started. The weekly's already started a big move back down. So just be careful. The weekly could dump here on these altcoins. and take you further down. I just, you know, I hate to be the bearer of bears news, as I say, but these are just the facts of life here. I mean, it is asymmetrical. They could go either way, but it's been bullish, and it has a beautiful uptrend. Trend line still holding too, right? It breaks down and goes all the way back to zero. I don't know if that's the case because people like this coin. It has a utility and they're going to be able to use it for things. I don't think it's going to go to zero. It doesn't make sense. So then if it doesn't go to zero, then it makes sense that this could be a bullish pattern to the upside. And it really may just have way more legs. So I'm going to have to decide whether do I want to get back in, you know, and for how much. And that's the key about taking profits on things that could rip, you know. Then, you know, it goes up, then it comes back down, then you got to hold again. It's a vicious game. I still hold about $2,000 of it now, so I could just let that ride and be happy with that and not be greedy, right? I think I'll put like at least 1,000 back, you know, or maybe the 1,500 and take the profits back out. Got some bullish divvy. That's looking bullish to me. If anything pumps today, it looks like this could go for another 150% gain. So if anything pumps today, I would watch this very closely. TMAI, right? And I saw that out of the corner of my eye. Bitcoin fell and, you know, didn't really do damage yet. No love just yet. As I said, you never know. It's still hugging a higher low here. But unable to get above the 21, unable to get that punch further to the upside there for BTC. All right. TMAI, I'm liking you. You're looking good to me. Could you double up? Or almost more, really. 150% gain. Gains, baby, gains. And they called him Sammy Gains because he made gains. I mean, that's what it is. And it wasn't in the gym, I'll tell you that. So let's take a look here at TMAI. I'm going to post that because I'm a nice guy. No. Because you're nice people, that's why. Man, what a day it is to be alive. How many people realize today that today was a blessing? How many people realize that you're the opportunity, and every single day that you realize that, that is what the universe reflects onto you. So when you are the opportunity, therefore you are. I am, therefore I am, therefore I think, therefore I am, right? I am. Like, what are you? What do you think you are? I think, therefore I am, right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. One thing to talk about too is, you know, we have two awesome people in the trading group, Chad and Rex. They've been in the trading group since the very beginning, since I had maybe like 100 people. And Chad had heart surgery today. So everyone, just say a prayer for Chad. Hope he comes out of that fine and everything goes his way. May God bless him, and may God bless Rex too as well. And thank you for their constant support. They've been lifers for a long time, and very thankful for them. And everyone that supported me from the very beginning. I really started a foundation of something that's beginning to grow on a mass level around the world, the lifer community. So God bless you, and may God bless Chad. And just say a prayer, a moment of silence for Chad. And dear Lord, please bless Chad. May him come out safe from his heart surgery. Many people do, so he should be fine. And may life go on healthy, and may he live a better life for whatever happened with those doctors. Amen. Thank you. Wow, the music stopped and came right on. That's pretty crazy. And there we get the pump there out of the flag. The cup in handy there for Bitcoin. Boom. Show me the love, Bitcoin. Show me the love. You can't give up on Bitcoin just yet. It's so close to all-time highs. 106, 108. Let's not split hairs here, huh? And Bookmap wants 104. We get above the 200 MA. We get to that one when we get to 110, 111. You know, so we could get to 110,000 too, though. That's on the books. So it's 104, 110. You know, it's one or the other. What do you think? We go to 104,000, we go to 110. I don't think. I'm a lifer, right? I know. God bless you all. Thank you for jumping on in. And that looks like it's going to continue to pump now. And now we need to get serious, because if it crosses that 200 MA, then I need to be like, okay, it's on, like, it's on. Oh yeah, and I'm watching I want to make the bigger trade on the 1 hour time frame. Here we are back at that 107 area too, which is so key. Could use that wick, and they could definitely still grab me up. We got to get above that 200 MA. So we're back. We're basically, you're watching me kind of wait for this perfect moment in time. All right, that's getting closer and closer. This wedge did finally break out nicely there. It took a bit with the low, the high, the higher low though, and now that thing's coming. You look, did you break the 30 second? You did break the 30 second, suggesting that you will eventually now break the 1 minute. You see, that's a good pump right there. And there she goes. But I've seen us get rejected by the 1 minute many times. We get back to 107, it's like we're right back where this all kind of began. All right. And look, we were just, you were scared. No, you were scared. No, who panic sold at 105. All right. But again, I got into the trade earlier this, at 105.8. So that would have been lower than I was last night after waiting for a day. I mean, that's like 15, 16 hours for that trade. I was in the trade too long. I babied it too long. My mom said, take the money and run, Sammy. Take the money and run. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when you get in the habit of paying yourself, there's going to be many days you sell the local top. Just by accident, you're going to look like a great trader. Just by simply because you have this systematic way of taking money off the table. So eventually there's going to be a day where you're up, you're going to take the money off the table, and it's going to also be the daily high or a perfect lot. Like, it's just going to be perfect. You're going to nail it. Everyone's going to think you're a genius, and you're going to, in the back of your mind, you're like, I'm just so consistent that it all lined up today. But that's what I realized, that's what genius is. The high scorer for the NHL. You know what I mean? Everyone thinks they're amazing. The best quarterback. He just snickers to himself. I'm just so consistent, it all lines up. I went in earlier than they did. I stayed later than they did. I understood the playbook a little better. I watched the other teams, a little more. I had a skill, or some older guy said, hey, I got a trick for you. And I listened and I implemented that. And I got knowledge from another person. And then I gained more and more knowledge. The spoil goes to the hustler. Like, the richest 1% are the people that went around the richest 1% and asked them questions and learned from them. I studied the richest 1%. I may not have had many friends, and now I have a few friends and I've met a few billionaires in my life, but the idea is this, it's like, and many multimillionaires and many, many millionaires. But the idea is this, it's like you study, and success leaves clues. There's clues to success. All right? There are clues to success. So study successful people, and you're going to see the footprints of how they got there. Consistency is one of them. We're having a routine, waking up and doing a similar thing every single day, 7-day-a-week routine, not just working 5 days a week and then hanging out for 2 days and having to get all the way back into the mode. I used to do that. I used to just party, batter myself on the weekends, weekend warrior type of stuff, and then have to be all grudgy and then maybe take to Wednesday to get back to myself. Then can't stand work. And I went through that stuff, man. I lived that life. It was so whack. And then I started working out, realizing I was being a half a person. It was time to change my life. And that's really when things changed. When my mind changed, that your life will change when your mind changes. When you decide, enough's enough. I'm not going to live this way anymore. There's a better path, that I'm the one in charge. Stop using excuses, because every time you use an excuse, that's your ability not to help yourself. The second we release ourselves from excuses, we can help others. How? Because we can put our best foot forward. We can start saying what we're going to do and do it. And other people see that, and that's inspiring. And then that might make someone else do the same. They may actually put a plan together and go forth with it because they saw you do that. And you don't have to be a hero. You don't have to talk to thousands of people online like I do. You might just do one thing for one person at work. You might make a side business, and someone at work might see yours and start their own side business. You might change one person's life. You might inspire someone in your neighborhood, your friend, your cousin, a younger brother. You know what I mean? But by you putting your best foot forward, someone's going to see that, and you're going to inspire them to help themselves do the same. You don't have to say a word because your actions will say so much more than anything you could have ever said for them. And that's what this stream represents. And that's what trading represents. If you can win as a trader, push yourself, be disciplined. It proves to others that trading is possible, despite how impossible it seems to so many people around the world. That's what this, because trading is just mentally is not easy at all. So let's see what happens here. We got to get above that 200 MA. Otherwise, this is just a bearish retest. And we just could go lower. And we really could just end up going lower. So that's why I don't pull the trigger until I see what I see, until it starts to go kind of inside of that, And that's why I spent the years doing this and watching all these different models play out over time. Okay, moving forward with the show. Shout out to everybody here on the live. And today's a day to kind of observe and chill, because tomorrow's a big day. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about tomorrow. Palms are sweaty when Jerome Powell comes out. You know what I mean? It's going to be another day of a lot of streaming. So I'm going to do 2 live streams tomorrow, as you know. It's been a long time. They take a month off. So we've had a month since this. We usually do it once a month. But in one day, 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 13 seconds, the FOMC meeting will take place. All right? And at 2 p.m., they're going to come out with the federal rate. And they're going to tell us what the rate is, and they're going to talk about it. And then they're going to get interviewed, and they're going to ask them questions, and we're going to see what Jerome Powell says. There's a 95% chance that we get a rate cut, which is going to be better for you if you're looking for a mortgage. It means your mortgage will be less. If you're starting a business, you're going to be able to borrow money at a cheaper rate. For businessmen, they're going to be able to grab money at a cheaper rate and put it into the market. This always puts risk on assets up a little bit more, like stocks, and cryptocurrency. All right? Because people say, hey, I can get this money cheaper than I could just last week. I might as well take a gamble, before I had to pay more to take the gamble, so I'm not going to take that gamble. Understood? So low interest rates will, at the same time, they do punish savers because you get less back when you save when they cut the interest rate, agreed? But nobody has savings anymore, so I guess it doesn't matter. Everyone owes credit card bills, and this might even cut some of those. So this is really, the best that we can see here, and this is their attempt to bring inflation down to 2%. I told you they'll never do that. That's never going to happen. Because based off of history, we printed money, and we printed more money than these countries that printed, and their dollars got inflated beyond belief. So somehow they've made the dollar even seem less inflated than it really is. Like, you probably should be buying milk for like $20. But, I don't know how. It's been a sleight of hand move there to keep the dollar as low, less from being as less as it could have been, right? So now, look, whenever I see this, I think, okay, shoulder, head, right shoulder, and those are that ascending triangle, right? And you're like, all right, show me the money, baby. And you could also say a bit of a wedge that could bounce back to the upside. There's your cup and handle there too. And then you got a measured move. This is how I'm always dissecting the daily bottom. And a lot of times it's with each and every one of you. We do this together in the morning, right? It's just something that we do every single day, day in and day out. See how every day in and day out. Not every day is perfect. Not every day is easy. Not every day is a fun in the sun. Let's just read some articles and talk about Bitcoin. Like those awesome channels that get you excited about a headline. You know what I mean? It's about grinding through the charts, making the money, paying yourself, finding your way. This is the truth. Most people that get into trading or get into cryptocurrency, they eventually lose so much, they eventually go, man, I really think I should learn that trading stuff. Or at least get a little bit, some of that, So all roads lead back to technical analysis. That's why this stream is growing so well, because all roads lead back to TA. Whether you're a regular streamer or, you're just trying to trade memes, I don't care what it is. But all roads lead back to technical analysis. You can never go wrong learning more TA. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to hurt you, learning technical analysis. You're only going to have a better insight into the market, a higher probability of where to get into your favorite project. For me, that's all it's going to do is give you an education that can change the way you look at the market. You're not going to have to otherwise you just have to go on what you know and think and feel. You don't know anything else. When you first get into the market, you're going by instincts because you're just, you're in a new field, you're in a new economy, you're in a new place. You don't really understand it that well. And once you kind of get your vibes, your sea legs about you, as we say, things start to change. All right, and you start to realize, okay, I get it now. All right. So lower stochastic here to the upside for Bitcoin. High, low, high, higher, low. Looking pretty good to me as we kind of kick our way out of here. Big gap of the VRVP suggesting we get back to 108,000 pretty fast. It could happen pretty fast. Stochastic's turning. Again, I've seen us hit this and get so rejected by it. But I'm willing to almost front run it at this point because it looks so likely like it's going to happen. And because it's halfway through, once we get it, I'm going to be halfway through a move. And I could get a better price as we speak right now, but it would be a very high risk if I got in right now. I just have to say it would be very high risk. Very high risk. It could happen, but I mean, there it goes. Now we're so close to that 21. It's like it's a few minutes away, and we've been talking about it now since the show, since we found the bullish div, and then we got this reversal. I wonder how many people got chewed up this whole way out, thinking that was going to be some continue. Oh my gosh, you know, altcoins were reversed. Everything starts to bounce back pretty strong at a time like this. All right. Yeah, TMAI looks like it's going to pump hard. I don't know. Another 145% gain coming. Look at the bullish divvy there. And if Bitcoin bounce hard. Dang, so many decisions to be made all the time here. But again, man, you could just never forget the coin again and just move on. Like, it's hard, right? Everyone gets fixated on that coin. This is it. This was the one. I was going to 100x it to the moon. All the way to the moon. So far, we're not above the 200 MA. Let's get into your super chats. But I mean, I'm just on edge too because I'm about to make the trade. You guys are watching me when I think through a lot of stuff as we get into it. Okay. All right. Let's take a look here at the super chats. Could you take a look at Guru, please? Many thanks, Matt Kelsch. Thoughts on Chainlink short term? God bless you. Could you please look at Dog? All right. Let's take a look at Guru, Chainlink, and Dog. SUI agents, huge pump. Came back down again, though. We'll see. It's a small cap gem. I believe in it over time, though. Let's take a look at Guru. Alrighty. Man, TMAI looks like it's going to rip so hard right now to the upside with the bullish divvy. Even the 2 hour looks good to me, like it's going to pump. 8 hours so far away for the 21, but I guess it's just like, doesn't matter. Crazy, that thing's going to rip. I think you could trade that perpetual too, so could be a nice perpetual trade. Shoulder, you know, it's a cup and handle there to the upside. Once it breaks 1.6, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. And I'm always like, dang you. No. Why? We'll put a little bag back together there, and we'll move on. That'll be it. And that'll be that. Okay. Gotta learn to walk away, Sammy. Can't have them all. Gotta take some profits. Gotta take some profits. But it's a bull run. Never take profits. Never. Never say never. All right? Never say never. I mean, that thing looks like it's going to rip, though. I'll be honest. Like, so let's see if we can get another couple racks. All right? Thoughts on Ski Max Dog? I don't have any thoughts. Yeah. What do you think of Hyperlifer? I think Hype could probably continue to pump hard and do damage for sure. So it's definitely on the radar. Yeah. When you ask me what I think, does that mean I have to show the chart, or can I just say what I think? I'm just very confused by that. I hope I don't, because I feel like I'm doing what people ask me, but I don't want to piss anybody off. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate the super chat. And thank you for putting those balls in the jar there. I appreciate Shout out to all the new subscribers here on the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. All right. I'd greatly appreciate it. On our way to 90,000 subscribers and then on our way to 100. It's a big milestone. We push forward every single day. We make more content too as well to keep you entertained. Hit that like button. Please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is live. I want to see this flag break out to 107,800 for BTC. And then now it's back inside the pattern and we could, you know, trade the bigger time frames. I may just front run it. I may just front run. I'm going to front run it first. I shouldn't do it. I never do it. And watch me get spanked for it. But I just like, I can't wait any longer. And that looks so likely. Like, and that's just, it looks such a, like a nice pump is coming. You get up with that 200, you're back in, you know, and you're basically back inside. Everything's going its way. So we'll see. $1,500 at 26x leverage, $39,000 trade for Bitcoin. And I can only lose $300. I'll still be in the green on the day. I won't be able to give back what I've won. And so I'm risking, you know, a good amount there for what I've already had, what I've already made. Hey, Lifer, look at code, please. I'm here daily. Shout out to Nitro Max Boy. So TMAI looks like the most likely thing. That it looks like it's going to pump hard. It's going to cross 13 soon. Let's take a look at GOAT. And maybe TMAI goes to 0 too. I don't know, everyone. I just want to, you know, I go by what the charts convey to me. The charts look good. And back to 107,000. They crushed those shorts that thought they were winning. GOAT just looked like it was going to make a lower high, you know, a lower low there, but it could make a shoulder ahead and a right shoulder. It's sitting right there. You would expect it to come down here and bounce, but it might kind of go sideways and bounce. That would be your general area of accumulation before it comes back up to 217, 213. But who knows? Maybe it goes to 0. I don't know. A lot of buys coming in there for GOAT right now, though. I didn't get in super. We found it when it was really early and then it ripped. So I'm kind of just like, you know, if you didn't get in super early, I'm like, okay, it can maybe 5x from here, 4x. I think that's just not worth it to take a shot on a meme at this point. But that's me. Thanks again, brother. I'm new and you're 99, making money and learning the new stuff. Thanks for the 4 kids. Thanks from 4 kids and wife, brother. Keep up the hard work. Shout out to Matt Viano. God bless you, Matt. I appreciate you. Hiya, Lifer Ada, please. Much appreciated. Let's look at Cardano and Hype. Cardano and Hype. I mean, Hype is just on a tear. Right? Hyper liquid, man. It is what it is. Can continue to rip. And we lost that page for some reason. Hyperliquid has not stopped. It's out of control. All right. I would have sworn it was on XE, but I guess it's only on KuCoin. I mean, at 26, it continuing to rip. It's awesome. You can see me talking about it down here when it first got on KuCoin. Right there is when I first 13, 12 even. Crazy that it's just a double up because it looks like such a bigger move. Almost a triple F at 39. But really, the idea was we were talking about Hype and we were going over Hype with you guys. And we were talking about PURR and Hyper. And those were the ones, man. Now it's got a $300 million market cap, right? We were talking about it down there at 19 cents. And then it ripped to a 68. And now it's struggling. It seems like there's a bit of a little meme sell-off going on here. Redistribution. And then there was HFUN, right? Which was hyper fun. And that went out of control to a $218 million market cap. And we found it down there and it continued to rip. Still, they're both rolling over a little bit at this point. And then Hype, when it first, you know, came out. And someone even told us about the Hype airdrop. I don't know how they knew about it. Like in January 7th of last year. All right. But I looked at Hype right here. It looked like it was going to break out when we were sitting there at 13. And boy, did Hype continue to pump for 107% gains. So, and people got airdropped it, so they're just loving it right now. They're in tons of gains, but there's definitely going to be a sell-off, and then once there's a bigger sell-off, everyone's going to rush to sell it off. So it's gonna have to get a bigger pullback at one point. That's just how these ecosystems work, as good as they are. It's just the way people accumulated them and the way people got them. Eventually there will be that sell-off. How long went for, you know, see if that sell-off comes and it can hold 25, that would be amazing, right? Someone asked about DEGEN, and DEGEN's just sitting in the sweet spot waiting to be had right there. Either believe in DEGEN or you don't. Either you think it's going to dip and you basically panic sell it, or you hold it here till it comes back to life. So I'm holding DEGEN until it comes back to life. And it's sitting at the 786 Fibonacci level. So I just sit there patiently, know that I got an undervalued coin at an undervalued price. I don't know what about you. You got to do you. If you don't understand, if that doesn't make you happy, I don't know. You know, it's like you may be waiting for a come up in 2 weeks, and after a week you're like, I can't take it anymore. That happens to some people. They don't have the patience. A lot of these coins are in the shoulder, head, right shoulder. All the big boys, like the main top 50, are all like this AVAT. You know, they all look the same. And it kind of is making a right shoulder there, like a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. It looks a little bearish. And again, the weekly is very far away from the 21-day moving average. Do we reset on the weekly on all these coins? You know, I mean, it's pretty bearish. Swing up, well, that swing's kind of flat. So the weekly doesn't look amazing. The 3-day. So honestly, Cardano looks like it may be in for some type of pullback here. Maybe back to 91 cents, and then boom, it's gone again. I'm not saying that's guaranteed. It would be awesome if it makes an uptrending flag like so, and then continues to pump. But let's watch it for the next couple of days. Cardano, right? You know, it's like attempting to hold this trend line like a lot of things, but I don't know, not my favorite looking pattern. 106,870 for Bitcoin. Really trying to get back above this line. Once it cracks that yellow line, we can get some fireworks, but it's struggling to get back above that line. Other than that, it could be a bear flag and then dump in our face. That's the creepy thing about not getting in until you get above the 200 MA. It can seal your fate, really. It can be bad if you're longing at the wrong time. Chainlink short term. And dog, somebody said. And turbo. We talk about turbo every day. You should be able to draw turbo by now, or just go. You can go to my live stream from yesterday too. And turbo really probably hasn't changed much. Sitting in that little sweet spot there with that higher low at the $700 million market cap. Yeah. So, you know, I wanted to bounce off that 21 there. Boom. Get sideways and continue to pump. That's what I see happening for turbo. But again, let's watch it daily and see what happens. You guys ask me about it every day, so I'm sure tomorrow we'll look at it again, and I may look at it tonight again. If it loses that 21, then it could come dump down to 007, but it's likely to bounce there sooner than later, in my humble opinion. Bitcoin back to 107,000. Okay, and getting very close for a rip back above. I'll tell you what, when we get above this yellow line, we're going to pump beautifully to the upside. How do I know? Because I'm a psychic. All right, don't question me. You'll never be able to do this either. I'm just amazing. No, because I back tested it, and I'll teach it to you, and you'll be able to use it for your life, you know, your life cycle. All the years that I put in, you're going to be able to benefit from. Most people don't do that. They hide those years to themselves and get rich alone. I'd rather get rich with a group of yous. All right? So let's all get rich together over here. Or at least get some money in our pockets that changes the way we look at the world. Say, wow, I never thought I could make money this way. And now you can. Chainlink fell out of the rising wedge that was looking oh so good and dipped down on us, man. So everything not looking amazing here for the altcoins. Like, look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. You'd have to hope that we're doing something like this and we're going to bounce off the bottom of that trend line and make another bigger inverted head and shoulder. And we want to see if it can bounce off the bottom here and make it inverted. So looking for a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder there with a bounce for Chainlink. You get that, and then Chainlink continues to bounce here to the upside. All right? So that's what I see happening there. Still bullish on Chainlink unless it got below 27. It broke below 27 and we started seeing 24, 26. Then maybe it's a correction or something happening, but I'm still overall bullish on Chainlink. All right. And then somebody asking about Dog here. Dog, go to the moon. Doggo, go to the moon. So I looked at Doggo here, that Adam and Eve double bottom, and it ripped from there. Slow moving coin though, only up about 29% since then. It's been a while, but it looks interesting. Let's kind of look at where we are now for Dogo. Dogo, go to the moon. So it's got this, uptrending, beautiful bottom trend. And then that downward up, flatward topping trend line. I like what I'm seeing here inside of the bit of the ascending triangle here for Doge coin. And as long as it gets this bounce, like with Bitcoin gets the bounce, the whole market it gets a bounce, gets sideways, and yeah, Dogecoin looks like it's going to pump up to about 1 4/10%. And that would be about 63% gains. I like about 61% gains. I would watch this one closely. I'm actually going to put an alert on this because it looks, I really like the setup, right? But I have seen them go either way. So I'd like to get the bounce there and see what happens with that bounce. All right. So turbo and okay. PEAQ. How low can Brett go? I'm not sure. I would just keep holding on for Brett for the long term, man. Yeah. And so we looked at TMAI. Yep, boom, boom, boom. Tia, an alien base, please. Somebody asked. And chill guy is not too chill. No. And let's take a look at PEAQ. Do you think NFTs are a thing for this run? They'll make a comeback at one point, but specific ones. And I don't think you're going to be able, like, some things will be trash and never come back. Yeah. Let's look at PEAQ. PEAQ had its big move. Did it come all the way back to the downside? So we looked at PEAQ there at 42. It ripped all the way to 73. Now PEAQ's back to 51, man. So if people still believe in PEAQ, which I do, and I think it's got numbers behind it, I mean, now it's like, wow. Thought it ran away, but then it gave you a better price. I say it's only a matter of time. PEAQ rips up to 115, and right now it's sitting at 51 cents. But who knows? I could be wrong, and I don't even own any PEAQ, so it doesn't matter what happens to it. You could pump it, right? I don't, you know what I mean? I don't mean you could pump it. What I mean is, like, anyone could buy it and get in. It doesn't matter to me if it goes up or down. So let's see. I mean, I like what I'm seeing for it, though. I like the 4 hour. The 4 hour looks really good at previous support as resistance. So if anything pumps today, I would think PEAQ would do some damage. I think anyone who ends up with some PEAQs a lucky guy or girl. I think it's that good. That's an uptrending cup and handle. See if it can hang right there. PEAQ at 50. I would watch PEAQ. Bitcoin struggling, got rejected by the 200 MA. It got rejected by the 200 MA, which pushes down 59. Look at that. I tell you, that's why I always wait for the confirmation. It's so eerie how much that really controls the markets. You'd find it so incessant. It's crazy. So PEAQ looking interesting to me here. And I think PEAQ's one of the hotter coins that's going to play out in the next few weeks. But that's just me. I don't know what I'm, that's what I believe. Watch PEAQ in the flag. Okay. Yeah. So it's not over yet. I'll keep you guys updated in the trading group, but I'm going to jump on out of here for the moment. But let's see. I mean, I want to watch this thing consolidate, and then if we get above the 200 MA, I'm either going to double down, add to the trade, but this still looks good to me. It still looks like there's going to be a beautiful pump. Look at that thing. That thing is gorgeous. Nice little flag. Get a strong, and now that it's a strong attempt to crack through this 200 MA, and then we're gone, baby, gone. So I'm bullish, baby. I'm bullish. I'm still long. I got my long right there. All right. Everybody, I love you. I thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. If you find out when I post my next video, remember, hit that notification bell, because I might go live at random times. You just never know. I show up, right, at random times, okay? Let's take a look at VELO. What was Guru really? I thought we looked at Guru and it didn't. All right, there it is. Wow, Guru pumped hard too and then came back down to its previous supports. Yeah, you pull the fib and Guru's coming right back down. Looks like it could pump. I'm going to look into the coin, look at the supply, look a little more about it. But Guru does look good to me, but I got to do a little more research on it. VELO, and that's not to be considered VELODROME, VELO. So I saw VELO pumping out this flag and it continued to come down, retest, and then continue to pump. So for whatever reason, I see VELO continuing, and it says it's going all the way up to 4.04, 4 cents off the bullish retest there for VELO. As messy as that is, I mean, that's what I see. Alien base, ALB, right? Yeah. Alien base token, $35 million market cap. Wow, took a rug dump, huh? Look at that. I want to see it hold that trend line. I don't own any, so it doesn't matter to me, but then it fell down. I don't know. And the Bitcoin dump got a little scared. If Bitcoin gets back in action, this thing could pump. Funny, Bitcoin starts to pump again, the whole market will probably pump. So it could go either way. Bitcoin goes sideways, ends up dumping, but Bitcoin gets back above the 200 MA and pumps hard. This thing could pump too with it. So about to cross that 200. Here we go for like the 5th time in a row, right? Let's take a look at it. WIF. WIF was really the first big meme going after Pepe, man. I see WIF doing numbers sooner than later. I see a cup and handle, a higher low. I see WIF about to break out and go to 829. I see it's only a matter of time till WIF actually just goes to the berserk. So it's taking its time, but when we finally hit, it's going to hit hard for WIF. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. May God bless each and every one of you for being here, and thank you for jumping on in. Yeah, enjoy, brother. Yeah, Danger, when you're setting up the chart, all right, thank you for that awesome ask right here. Go up here to indicators and just hit 5 MA. And then when there's 5 MA there, go white, red, purple, blue, yellow. And you can go back on this 21, 50, 80, 100, 200. All right. You can go back and screenshot these and then replay what I said. It's all been done for you now. You got it. All right. God bless everybody. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I will see you tomorrow for another amazing, just full of positivity and, dropped out there in an amazing live stream. Everyone, I love you. I thank you so much. Massive gains made today. I'm really going to sit here and really thank God for my gains, meditate on a beautiful live stream, and then get right back into these charts. So God bless you all. Thank you so much. I'll see you all tomorrow. And thank you. You guys made this stream amazing. I'll see you tomorrow.